Pixel swagger lights flash, sipping nice and never crash. Best DJs off the beat, seated posts in every street. Live singers in the zone, places make you feel like home. Crowd cheers and feel alive, the rhythm wheel dive. Pixel swagger, here we go. Feel the heat, the bass, the flow. Hands up in the air, we rise. Epic friends and good times. DJ Netty spinning fire, lifting spirits, take it higher. Lights and colors fill the air, a community beyond compare.
Welcome to the Pixel Confessions podcast, everybody. We are tired. We're exhausted. And despite the fact that we pretty much took off the entire month of August, I don't think any of us actually really took a break. I think it was actually even more busy trying to keep up with real life and, spend the last minutes of summer actually out and about, and then also preparing for what's next with Pixel Swagger and SL. So it's a little draining. Plus I had about 5 hours sleep last night. What about you guys?
I think I went to bed at like 9 last night. I've been going to bed early. I was exhausted from a busy holiday weekend. I had a friend in town.
Oh yeah, that's right. You had a good weekend.
She had a great weekend.
I did. My best friend from high school was in town, and it's always so good to catch up with her. It only happens like once a year, but it's really good for me and my mental health when she's in town.
Me and Aaron, since Friday, I think spent at least 38 hours in SL from Friday to Sunday. So I think we're a little bit glad to we were glad to actually we're on most of the day yesterday too, weren't we? Ugh, gosh.
And all night till like 4 a.m. my time.
Oh yeah, that was true.
Eastern time.
4 a.m. when I went to bed, or 5 a.m. my time when I went to bed. God. Okay, everybody. So if you are new to the podcast, since we took the month of August off, we are starting into season 2. We have 8 episodes from the previous season. Those are available on our RSS feed, on Spotify, on YouTube, and all of our future, we're going to broadcast live on Facebook, but they will be uploaded to RSS, Spotify, and YouTube. So for those of you that are new and you're wondering what we are, we're basically a group of friends that gather on voice calls, and we share daily Second Life experience, and sometimes we'll share real life experiences too. Our conversations are diverse. They span from casual chats to sometimes you'll catch us in really engaging debates where like we want to fight, but we just don't fight because we don't fight ever, really. We also we like to think of ourselves as being able to foster a sense of camaraderie among our group due to our interactions. So basically, our team members bring a range of experiences and viewpoints, and basically it ensures lively discussions and unique insights. I don't know how lively our discussions are going to be tonight. We're all freaking exhausted. The chemistry between us is absolutely amazing. We're all best friends. We're all really close, and we're the kind of best friends where you don't have to talk every day, but when you need each other, you're there. And when we are together, it's amazing. So that being said, we're going to jump into the topics. The very first topic is something that's really important because like one of the reasons we took August off was for this, and that is like self-love. Like we needed to put ourselves first. We were starting to put everything Pixel Swagger, SL, other things ahead of ourselves, and including some things in real life too. So The question of the night, the first question of the night, is what are you doing to put yourself first? And like, what have you learned from the last month? Like, how are you putting yourself first? Anybody want to start?
Plants, my fish tank.
Yeah, well, see, that's exciting for you though, because you're really enjoying it, and we like actually hearing about it.
Yeah, I haven't been around a whole lot, especially the last couple weeks. Anyone who's in Pixel Swagger already has seen like the process of my fish tank. And through doing my fish tank, I got inspired to do like house plants. And then like me and my real life this weekend, we went to like this crystal shop and I got all these really cool crystals. um,
Aw.
and honestly, like it's all right next to my desk. So it's all set up where I can see it when I am here on my computer. And it's just like been so peaceful and so relaxing.
Do you mean those like healing crystals, like they're supposed to like, impact your aura and all that stuff?
I don't know much about that. I do feel like I've always thought that like I've always really been like a little bit more spiritual, although I've never done a deep dive into it. But like ever since I was a child, something about like crystals, like like real crystals, and especially amethyst. Don't know why I've always been super drawn to amethyst my whole life. And so I have a lot of amethyst and quartz and rose quartz right now.
I bet you there's somebody out there who is actually going to be listening, and when you do listen, like hit up Aria and tell her why she's drawn to that, because like
So,
interested.
I'd like to chime in here because
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
I don't know a lot about crystals and that stuff, but I do know that they do have, like there are like healing powers to them, and they really do help with a lot of things depending on what you use. And like I wear a bracelet that's got some kind of crystal on it. I don't know. I cannot remember the name of it, but it has helped in a lot of ways with like anxiety and things like that. I used to up until like 5 days ago, I wore a necklace that had an amethyst hanging from it, and I only stopped wearing it because the chain broke. But they have like a calming like
You
feeling.
feel
So
different without it?
yeah, actually yes.
You're like, I'm gonna go duct tape that thing to my neck
Now that
right
I
now.
think about it, the past couple of days I've been off,
Mm.
and that makes a lot of sense now. But yeah, like
Well,
We'll
amethyst
go
was
keep
one
it
of the
close.
ones. Well, amethyst was one of the ones that was for anxiety. So
mm-hmm,
the place I went to yesterday, for every crystal I bought, they actually gave me a card that told me about the crystal and the healing power and like what it's used for. I haven't gotten to go through them all yet, because I've been like super busy this weekend. But I do know that amethyst specifically was one of the ones for anxiety. It was like
yes,
amethyst, rose quartz, and what's the black stone?
onyx.
Um, I
Onyx.
think that, yeah, the glass one. Um,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm,
those were the three that it was talking about, and each one had a different reason why.
mm-hmm.
But like it made
Mm.
sense because those have always been the crystals. Well, maybe not quite so much the onyx, but like rose quartz and amethyst have always been like the two crystals I've been really drawn to like my whole life.
All right. See, Kenzie just said in on Facebook in our live video chat that she sleeps with a crystal under her pillow when she can't sleep, and it works.
My husband was
Oh.
telling me to do that actually, that I should put at least one of my amethysts by my bed, because it was supposed to help with sleep.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually interesting. I might need to do. Well, actually, I have no problem sleeping.
Ken's, what kind of crystal do you use under your pillow?
Yeah, that's actually. I'm actually pretty curious about that.
Mhm.
Like, cause
I am
I bought
too.
my grandma. I bought my grandma a bracelet that was supposed to. It was a stone. It was a special like. It wasn't crystals, but it was a special stone, and whatever was in it is actually supposed to help with arthritis. And she wears it every day, and she says
Mhm.
like when she doesn't wear it, she notices it.
Yeah, there's There are
Or
things that can make a big change.
and there's those copper bracelets I know they used to wear for arthritis.
Magnets can help too, to an extent, from what I've been told.
That's great.
Kenzie said she uses amethyst or moonstone under her pillow. For
I
those
don't
that
have
are
a
interested.
moonstone yet. I do
Mhm.
want a moonstone. I don't have one yet.
See, I don't have an in between. Me and Aaron was actually talking about this the other day, or he was telling somebody. I don't have an in between. I'm either wide awake or I'm falling asleep instantly. One of the two. I don't have a wind down moment. I will just work or do something until I'm exhausted to the point where it's like, okay, I'm ready for bed. And then I'm out in 5 minutes, I think. Less than that sometimes.
Hmm.
So
Do you feel rested?
no, but that's the problem though. So last night is a good example. I started working on something, and once my mind starts going, I can't fucking stop. Like I
Abs, I
just
hate to break it
can't
to you, but
stop.
your mind went a long time ago.
I know. But no, I can't stop until I just get to the point of just like I can't do no more because I'm going to fall asleep. And but if I did stop and went and laid down, I would not be able to fall asleep because it's all I would be thinking about. Like, and that's
Mm.
probably the ADHD. So, hi. What is it? Anybody else been doing anything just to, put themselves first? I know me. I I don't think this is hard to believe, but for me, putting myself first is like doing things that I love. And although I was trying to take a break from Pixel Swagger and take the month of August off, I did get to go out. I did get to go on a few trips, a few day trips and stuff. I spent some time with family, but I love working on projects. Like it's so relaxing to me. It's peaceful to me. It's what actually brings me my self-love, like, and so I just buried myself in Dreamfest, which was an absolute success. Yay.
That was
And
awesome.
I'm actually kind of glad I did take August off to do it because if I hadn't of, I don't know, I don't know what I would have done. And I just want to give a shout out to fucking Mimi. Mimi is a fucking rock star. She's amazing. She like totally stepped up on Saturday and was a huge help. And not just Saturday, but like she's like my little mini boss and she keeps me on my toes and she's just like, "Hey Abby, did you do this?" And I'll be like, "Shit, I forgot." And she'll be like, "Okay, you should do that." So Mimi's been amazing, and I see she's in the audience here on Discord, and I just appreciate you so much. And I just want to, I'm gonna take a moment because because there was a moment I was ready to just be like, nope, can't do this. It's too much because I was trying to do it all by myself because I wanted this first one to just be my full experience so that I knew where to assign stuff the next time. But you guys all pushed me and told me not to give up, and I appreciate all of you for that because it was amazing. The whole weekend was amazing. The singers were amazing. The sponsors were amazing. Aaron was amazing. I appreciate all of you so much. So that's what brings me my self love is stuff like that. So I don't know. What are you doing, Nettie, for your self love? Because
So this month I did something a little bit different than I would normally do on Second Life. I kind of like went out and did the whole kind of like the vacation experience, you could say. Not really heavy into the RP, but so as you guys know, August was Smokefest,
yeah,
which was wildly popular. If you don't know about Smokefest, you must be living under a rock. But
mm,
I went and I rented a cabin. You know, I took part in the festivities of Smokefest and try to really just like enjoy the experience. It was a good time. It was different. It was the majority of my time on Second Life these past, oh god, like 14 to 15 years, has always been spent revolving around clubs and parties and either working at them
Right?
or just being at them, but it was
Mm.
always in a club kind of setting. So it was nice to get out there and just really experience something completely different and refreshing. Yeah, it was a really good time. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody that is on this podcast has made it to at least one of the nights of Smokefest.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Smoke Fest nights. Now poor Aaron though, he was kind of forced to be there the whole time
He
as
was,
the audio engineer. But
yeah.
I enjoyed all the shows. I really did. I was wowed by so many performers. Vic being one of them,
Hmm.
DJing and singing at the same time. Like I
Yeah,
was in
that was really impressive.
the
Shout outs to
Beyonce
Vic.
concert.
Hmm.
And
Yep.
then Soul's performance was fucking amazing too. And it was the first time I actually didn't get to see your show, so I went back and I watched it. And it was the first time I got to hear her. So that was absolutely amazing too, because I knew she was going to be in Dreamfest and I had never heard her before. And it was just, I was like, wow, how did I get so
No,
lucky?
all the performers really brought their A game, and
Hmm.
there were expectations there, but they raised the bar without a
Oh,
doubt. Shout outs to all the performers, all the artists that were involved in Smokefest. Shout
shout
outs to
out to the
everybody.
team.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to the team for Smokefest.
They
Y'all
raised
rocked it
like
this year.
Aaron, you said it last night. How much did they raise for Relay, or is it Relay for Life? Yeah.
We live for life, yeah. I
I think
wasn't
it
it
was a
107,000?
No,
something
170.
170? Yeah.
170.
That's what
That's
when I saw the Facebook post
insane.
last night, I believe it said 170 for relay.
Like I just the whole thing, like the performers, the shows, you know, we were fortunate to be able to go backstage and like see the whole setup like just a couple days before Smokefest actually opened. And the fact that like Nesto and Tequila and the whole crew at even SL20, they actually try to make it an actual experience. There's actual like little room, or not rooms, but buildings in the back where the performer waits, and then just before they're set, they're escorted to the stage. There's a sound check. Then they're escorted around and they wait on the side till it's their turn to go out. And they are to walk onto the stage like an actual performer. And that alone enhances that experience so dramatically. And I actually tried to take away a lot from that for Dreamfest, but that's on such a high level. Like I don't know if everybody realizes like that's a power team that they have going on there. There's like dozens and dozens of people that are behind the scenes making that happen, and I'm just always amazed. Not always. This was my first SL Smokefest experience, but I was just amazed by that. Like I don't think I'll ever have the capability of making Dreamfest like that, and I'm not sure that I want to.
That's some serious dedication right there. I
Yeah.
mean, like for real though, like props to all of them. But also don't forget, abs. They have this was their third festival. This is the
Truth.
third year they're doing it, and I'm sure it
They're
didn't
smart
come
to do
without
it once a year
hiccups.
too. They're smart to
Exactly.
just be doing it once a year. I
Oh,
am
for sure.
planning Dreamfest to be a few times a year just to focus on the live music, but and plus I
Yeah.
want to force as many live singers to sing me Christmas songs as possible, and this is the best way to do it. So
There you go.
I do remember you saying that like a whole month ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make these guys sing me some Christmas music. I don't
Yeah,
give a
she was
shit.
on Christmas music in July, guys. So
Oh God.
that's what you have to deal with when you
Hey, at
work with
least you don't have
Abby.
to. At least you don't have to put up with snow on the sim, okay?
Not yet. We'll get there.
No, there's gonna be no snow on the bottom of the sim. Okay, all right. So I didn't think we were gonna take that long on that topic. Does anybody else, Tegan, Aaron, you got
Yeah,
anything you
what'd
want to
you do,
throw in?
Tegan?
I hung out in my pool a lot, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Or read. I love to read, so I would read. It's what I love to do. I actually love to read. Swimming. I love swimming. And mostly I just hung out with my husband.
Yeah, but your husband's cool. Your husband, you gotta really.
Sometimes.
Ray's a cool guy. I like Ray.
Yeah.
Honestly. Aaron, you?
I mean, I haven't really done anything just for myself. Maybe that's not a good thing, but last month, like you mentioned, I was working Smokefest, and then we just did Dreamfest last weekend. And I do play this game, City Skylines. I'm kind of a nerd, but like it's a nice stress reliever to go build cities. And
Mm.
like
Ooh.
my problem is I don't ever see any of them through. I get bored with them and start another one. But that's something I've been doing and reading a lot. I've been looking for a new job, and I don't really watch TV or movies. I
Yeah, I
probably
don't
should do
either.
that. It's just I don't ever relax enough where I can just sit there and look at a TV screen. I'll end up pulling my
I
phone out
get
and looking at
yes.
Facebook or something. But yeah, I mean, I kept too busy to really do anything for myself.
Well, this month you'll have to make time for yourself.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. He's so busy. Or anybody got anything else to add before we jump into the next one?
No, I spoke too much on this topic. You guys are sick of me.
Aw,
Never
do you
get
have
sick
something
of
else to
you.
add?
No, I
Ah,
really don't actually have anything else to add.
Okay. So I'm gonna jump into the next one, which is a total turnaround because we're going from self-love and escaping some of our SL commitments. Now we're gonna be talking about actual SL commitments. In Second Life, what are your priorities? Anybody want to start?
To be present. To when I'm here, when I'm on SL, I want to be with my friends, or I want to be catching, live shows and stuff. I want to be able to actually be here and focus on what's going on SL to enjoy it.
Mm. Yeah.
That's me.
I think depending on what I have going on in real life depends on what my priorities and my priority to commitments are in Second Life.
Yeah.
Pixel Swagger has always been my priority when I am on Second Life, but right now with real life being more of a priority and taking up more of my time, like I'm still trying to be present on Facebook and stuff like that, but like my time in world like this week has gone down significantly and I've been really enjoying it. So like it depends. Like right now I don't necessarily know that besides this podcast, and then I do have one thing in the project coming Sundays I'll talk about before we end. Sundays, is that what it is? Yeah, Sundays. But other than that, I think that's about all I can commit to right now is
I actually, when you bring that up too later on, I'm just going to bring this up at the moment. Later on, I want to talk to you about that because I have something that might actually help you out with that and give you,
cool.
Yeah, it'll help. I think it'll help you out, but we'll run it through later.
Okay.
Yeah, keep going. No?
Yeah, those are my commitments. My commitments are pretty much the podcast, and then I'm gonna be doing something with live on a weekly, not live. Sorry, Pixel Swagger community on a weekly
Yeah.
basis.
I mean, I guess we should make that clear to everybody. Like, I mean, I know I come in here every week last season, we didn't even introduce ourselves today.
No, they should know us by now.
Yeah, I think everybody knows by now, but, Pixel Swagger community, Pixel Swagger blog, Pixel Confessions, Pixel Live, it's all part of Pixel Swagger. It really is. The only thing is like Pixel Live was my project, just because I have a passion for live music and I had a passion for in the entertainment side. Aria's passion is building a community and having a safe place for people and fostering like just basically Aria's got a big fucking heart and she wants to take care of everybody and everybody's a stray fucking cat, okay?
For sure.
and,
For sure.
and then
And none to
Tegan,
adopt straight.
yeah, and Tegan is like Tegan's our middle ground here where like I know she says she doesn't get to be on a lot and she doesn't. But
I don't.
no, you don't, and it's okay though, because we've always understood you have real life priorities. We've always known that. But we also know whenever we need something, like, and I don't mean like need something of you, but when we need you for like something, or for advice, or for feedback, or to help us plan something, like Tegan's our middle ground there. So Tegan's a little bit of everything with less priority to it, because her real life is her commitment. Um and I really love that you actually spoke up and you said, like, when you're here, you want to be present here.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I totally get that. I totally get that, because there's times when I'm in here and I'm present here, but I'm not, because I'm so busy. Like, at
Right.
one point, go ahead, go ahead.
I was just going to say I try my best to, when I'm actually on here, especially when I get to hang around you guys, I try to make sure I'm sitting on my computer and I'm here literally just to hang out and or the podcast or something, like any kind of
Yeah.
project we got going on. I just want to be here.
So my priorities, if I'm going to put them in order, are Aaron, and then I would still have to say my, like, you guys as my friends, like, because I do feel like I try to put people first, right? Like, Pixel
Yeah.
Swagger is a big importance, but you guys are the most important thing to me in here. Like, without you guys, like, none of this would even exist. So, like, I can't put you second to it ever, and never, I wouldn't anyway. But um Nettie being a huge part of the growth of Pixel Live, like, from the very beginning, like, I don't know what I would have done without him. But Pixel Pixel Swagger in general, and us now being La Pixel Lickers as a family, which we just did this year. Pixel Swagger's been around for almost 15 years, and we just now changed our names. But I mean, I my priorities are Aaron, you guys, and then not live, not community, not blog, but Pixel Swagger. Pixel Swagger is my baby. Like, Pixel Swagger means a lot to me. It's been with us forever. It's a part of us, and it's Aria said it was a brand one time. Like, it's our brand. Like,
And I,
it's
I
what
still think of it as a brand.
yeah, like, it's what we created. It's not like, I know it's like, I know even sometimes I'm like, I found it or whatever. Yeah, I did found it, but it was built with all of us. We all built it. Um and we just need to, like, we just need to keep loving each other the way that we always have. And yeah,
I
so those are
think
my
us loving each other is the way that Pixel Swagger has stayed together as long as it has.
truth.
Hmm.
That is true. And bringing it, like, I shouldn't say bringing in. We actually attract some amazing people to this community. The people that join this community are so supportive and so. Oh, last night, for an example, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but me, Nettie, Aaron were at a set, and that set was somebody we deeply care about, and we could tell something was wrong. We don't know what was wrong, but we could tell something, was just off. And I quickly TP'd home and I made a star, and I went back to the venue, and it wasn't even here, it was another venue. And I passed that star to everybody in the venue, and every single person put it on and held it up. And I just wanted to show that person, like, some support and love. And I think that's what Pixel Swagger is. And that's what I want people to see us as. We care about everybody, and we want to see everybody have a good day, and we want to see everybody smile. And and I was just absolutely floored, because a lot of the people that were in that room are part of our community. But I was also impressed because it wasn't just like our community that was holding up those signs, but almost every person out of 40 people was holding these signs up just to support that person in a moment of like they just needed a hug. I don't know. That was so amazing to me. That was so fucking amazing to me.
It's
That's what Pixel
awesome.
Swagger is. That's what Pixel Swagger is. That is what I always wanted it to be. I think that's what Ari always wanted it to be. You always wanted it to be. It's not
For
just a
sure.
blog. We're a family. And Aria said it best in a description of it one day. Welcome to our home. Anybody that comes into this community, welcome to our home because it really is our home. Oh my god, I'm so sappy. What the hell? Okay, next.
You are sappy. I want to give you
Yeah,
a hug.
Nettie, Aaron, what are your priorities? Dear Lord.
My priorities, make sure my friends feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
You know, I want everybody to just be happy, and I know that sounds corny and kind of,
I know,
like,
because you have this rough exterior. You
shut up.
see?
But for real, I just want my friends and my family to be happy. I don't want anybody to struggle or deal with problems. So like, you guys can see me on Facebook posting ridiculous amounts of positive related shit,
Yeah.
and
I saw a
it
few posts, Nettie. Just
it,
I
it
don't think I've told you that, but I do. I love it.
I
it's
do
all
too.
love, like, I just want everybody to be happy because that's what we all deserve at the end of the day. Like, even people I don't know, I just want us. I'm rooting for everybody.
Mm.
Even if we don't get along and I don't like you, I'm still rooting for you to be a better person.
Same.
Amen.
Like, I
Amen.
don't care what our beef is or was or whatever, like, we all got to get our shit together one way or another, so I'm
Cheer
rooting for
him
you.
on. Quietly just
Also,
cheer
but
them on.
also priorities, I mean, I got priorities within Pixel Swagger Live, I got promoted, guys, over the summer, so I'm now the COO of Pixel Swagger Live. What that means is Abby might let me do my job finally, but probably not. Anybody who's who's a DJ or a host or is involved in the club scene, come my way and talk to me. And if you sound good, maybe I'll put you on a night and we can work out some kind of party or something. If you don't sound good, but you have potential, maybe I'll work with you a little bit. That's what that means. So yeah, that's about it. But really, fact of the matter is, Abby's gonna run things anyway because she's a
Nah.
control freak.
I am a control freak, but I trust you.
Oh,
So,
well, that's your mistake.
what about you, Aaron? What are your priorities?
I mean,
Commitment.
obviously, my priority is you, Abby. And this Pixel Swagger project, taking on the, what did you call it, COO of live singers. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm essentially the live singer manager. So I'm trying to make that my priority, connecting with singers and their agents. And aside from that, I mean, I've been trying to get back to being social on Second Life, which I used to be very sociable. Um, it's been nice over the past few weeks. Like, occasionally I'll come across somebody that I haven't seen in a long time and being able to reconnect with them and also network with them. So I guess those are my priorities. Personally, my priorities are, aside from that, I like to landscape decorate. So that's kind of what I've been doing in my spare time here. I don't really have any others as
You
far
did
as
an
that
amazing
goes.
job landscaping a lot of the sim here. You did an amazing job. The sim,
Thanks.
if you guys haven't checked out the sim, please come over and be sorry, coughing. Over and take a peek because like we worked really hard and I mean we're still building and improving but we're super proud of it. Anybody else got anything they want to add to that? Everybody knows our priorities now going forward, so they're probably going to hold us to it. I mean, there's a lot of projects on the go. Like, you know what? Let's jump into that because Aria had already said like she would say in a little bit her project. So Dreamfest is obviously a big project that we started and we had huge success with it with that first run. I'm my goal at the moment is to do. I'm getting ready to do another show, but at the moment, I'm actually helping work on something with Basilica. So that's gonna be fun. I'm not gonna get into too many details there because that's gonna be a pretty big event. So stay tuned for that one for sure. Other things that are gonna happen here are actually Nettie can say what those are gonna be. Um, and then as far as our live shows, I think me and Aaron are still gonna work those out because we're still trying to. We have a list, but I think we're still trying to figure out what we want to do there. Um, Full transparency, like the live singer world is you do pay for your singers, and I'm not somebody who I do not go in and negotiate with them. I pay what they ask for. I think they're worth it, but I mean it does cost funds to do so, but I also want them to receive their tips in full, like not just donate to the venue. So finding the balance there. But I actually have something that I'm working on that might actually help in that area for me. And I'm hoping that you guys will see a lot more live singers here more frequently. So stay tuned for that as well. Aria, what are you working on?
So, we were doing movie night before. I think we were doing it on like every other Monday.
Yeah.
But I want every Sunday to be Pixel Swagger Community Day. 6 p.m. every day over on the Pixel Swagger HQ sim. I'm going. I haven't yet, but I do want to build a new game area. That will allow more games, possibly a bowling alley. And we're gonna alternate every other Sunday being game night or movie night. I don't remember, Abby. Did we want our first week to be game
Movie.
night? Movie night. Okay.
Yeah.
So this Sunday, this coming Sunday at 6 o'clock will be a movie night, and I will be announcing the movie probably Friday night on what movie it'll be. And I'll be announcing it, sorry, in the Pixel Swagger community and Discord and probably my own Facebook.
Yay. And we'll share it, obviously.
For
And then
sure.
Mhm.
you're
For sure.
and then we're alternating then you're alternating that
With
movie game night.
games. Yep.
Okay.
For
Cool.
everyone, just to be social, we have a lot of amazing people that we know, but there's a lot of amazing people in our Facebook group and even in our Discord that don't talk as much that I would love to, have come out and meet and be more social with us.
I really enjoy when we do go over there with a big group and just play greedy for a while. That's been fun lately. It's such a good way to get your like mind off of everything else and just refresh. So
And for
I'm
anyone that
excited for that.
doesn't know, that game and movie area is open all the time. We're gonna make it a weekly thing that we're gonna be there once a week, but it's open all the time.
Amazing. Amazing. Nettie, what's going on with
What?
Pixel Live DJ side?
Pixel Live DJ side. So we're mixing it up a little bit. As you know, since our opening earlier in 2024, Friday nights have been based around DJ Noisy. You were Noisy Fridays. So every Friday, 79, he would come in and DJ and he'd have an opening act before him. We've switched it up. Starting now, on Saturday nights, you can catch Noisy every week. That's Saturdays, once again, from 6 to 8 p.m. Just him doing the damn thing. There will be themes as usual, and it'll
Yay.
be a good time. It's just a different night. However, we've also added, we're doing something on Friday nights as well. So, Friday nights, starting this very Friday, we're holding what we'd like to call, it's a working title because honestly we can never get it right, but it's crew night, posse night, clique night, family night, guild, clan, whatever you call your grouping, it's that night.
It's a takeover.
It's a takeover. Almost every Friday, we'll be hosting a different group of DJs at one of our newer spaces on the sim as it's been remodeled. You come in. We have 3 DJs from whatever group they're from. They come in. They pick their theme in an event, and either they can decorate it or we'll decorate it for them, depending. And they throw it down. So this coming Friday, we're going to be opening with some very loyal friends and of ours, the Von Fuckeries. If you've been to any of
Yay.
our parties, you've seen them before. You know, they're always there. The Von Fuckeries, hands down, put on the best themed outfits you'll find around. You know,
They do.
Always.
like
A
they
1000%.
really come correct every
They're
single time. So
amazing.
shout
We
out
were
to the Von
actually talking
Fuckeries.
about that last night. Yeah.
So if I'm not mistaken, I believe the theme that they went with for this Friday's opener is a Harry Potter theme.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
We have
Harry
Lynn
Potter.
on this Tim yelling right now.
She's like, woo. It's Harry Potter, but it's the oh god, what was it called? The
It's
sorting.
the sorting.
Yeah, the sorting.
The sorting
So-
event.
So just so you guys know, I know absolutely nothing about Harry Potter. I tried to watch the first movie, I
What?
fell asleep in it, never watched the other ones, don't give a crap about it.
What the
So
fuck, Eddie?
honestly, it's all really goofy shit to me. I don't know what the hell you guys are
We
on
do
about.
have a prize too for best in theme, so come check it out. We definitely have a prize for best in theme.
And I
That's
may
gonna
have
be
peeked
exciting.
over to what they're building, and like always, it's amazing.
I know. I was just like, Aaron said to me, because at first I was like, when we were all discussing this, I was like, should we let them? It should be not them, but in general, whoever was doing the takeover, should we let them rebuild? And he's like, well, if you've got the Von Fuckeries first, he's like, you have to, because he's like, they're gonna just every time they build something, it's phenomenal. He's like, so you have to let the Von Fuckeries build their own. And I'm like, okay, well, let's see if they're on board. And of course, they're so easygoing and fucking amazing. So,
So
hey.
any other DJs out there listening, if you guys have a crew or a group or whatever and you think you could get something together, once again, hit me up. You can find me on Facebook, you can find me on Primfeed, you can find me on Instagram, and you can find me in World and on Discord. Just look up DJ Netty. I'm bound to pop up somewhere.
Yeah, and then on those off nights, we don't have a crew. We're doing a themed event. Is that right?
Yeah, we're gonna be holding occasional like special themed events, like
Pop-ups.
pop-up parties. So September 13th, we're gonna be holding a special pop-up event. It's going to be, I don't know if we should give away any information about that yet. I think we might make you guys wait a little bit longer on that one. But just know September 13th, it's not going to be your typical Friday the 13th party, so don't get
Yeah.
it twisted. We're not going to go with that. But just come prepared that it's going to be a banger, and we got a fucking headliner for this shit. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay,
You know,
it's gonna be fun.
it's going to be a good time.
Exciting.
You know, there's going to be some partying. Somebody might get pregnant. That's the biggest clue I'm going to give you. That's all I got to
exactly
say.
who I thought it was.
You know, that's all I got to say. And the announcement will come probably right after the weekend.
Man, if
Yeah.
people haven't figured out who it is yet,
I mean, that's on them. You know, I'm just not naming names here.
okay, we won't name names.
No names are being named.
You know,
That's
that one's gonna
Mommy
be a really
Tegan.
fun one theme wise. And
Yeah, Mommy
Mommy
Tegan.
Tegan.
Yeah, the theme is going to be real big too. So you guys, it's going to be fun.
yeah, it's definitely gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Aaron, did I miss anything with our live stuff? You're muted. Or did he lose internet? I don't know. Okay.
No. I just couldn't find Discord to unmute. No, I don't I don't think you did. I mean, we're gonna at least do 1 day a week of live singers, and
Right,
hopefully that
and
turns into
Coralie
2 days.
is yeah, yeah. Coralie is a weekly fixture here. You will always be able to catch Coralie here,
Oh, and on
Right.
TikTok.
Right. So we'll
and
have
on TikTok.
our permanent singers, and then hopefully we'll be able to rotate, so we can get a lot of people who really should be getting exposure or should be heard, and get them in here. On a rotating. I don't want to say random basis because it's not random, but yeah.
There
As
was
far as no, go
oh,
ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, as far as themed events, like you said, we have the Dreamfest winter coming up soon, but that's still in the works.
Yeah, and like we've got new venues too. So we've got the pond. The conservatory has been completely renovated. I'm debating on whether or not I'm going to pull the Dreams Fest stage down and use that once in a while. I haven't decided yet, but we also have the abandoned warehouse that I've only used once for the Bix Raw session. So there's lots of venues here with options, and I really like the pond venue, the new venue we did, because and I noticed the people that have attended, they love the boats and the cuddling options, and because a lot of people that do go to these live shows are on dates, they're on they're couples, they're on dates, but there's also like just it's fun to just chill and stand around, and I don't know. I I I can't wait. I think next week I'll be able to, well, maybe not next week, maybe the week after, I'll be able to actually announce what my plan was. Hopefully it'll be in motion, but my goal is to have 2 days a week of at least 4 singers per day performing. But it's, Coralie, like I said, Coralie's a fixed fixture here. She will always have a spot here. This is Pixel Swagger's home to her. But everybody else would be rotated through. I enjoy getting those new singers, and something that I learned from Dreamfest was actually like, I had 2 singers that I had never heard ever. There was just a last minute schedule change, and 2 singers I had never heard, and I was just floored by their performances. Like this one girl, Selena, she came out of nowhere. I had never heard her. And thanks to VO, thank you for, hooking me up with her at the last minute. She was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll do it. Let's go." And she got on the stage and she started singing like she was a pro. Like, I was impressed. So I'm so excited to like start introducing more new singers that deserve a little bit more exposure. I mean, some of these singers, I wish I had that talent. I so wish I had that talent. Oh my god. Um Anybody else? Anything else we can think of that we got going on? Is there anything else with the community, the Discord? We're going to be popping in calls a little bit more again. I know that we haven't been popping in calls recently a lot. That was also part of our break. Um Sometimes you just need like a little refresher, but we miss everybody. I miss everybody. I know I can speak on behalf of everybody when I say we miss everybody. We miss like our big group calls and stuff, but I really miss those. I think I've said it before. I thrive off of group energy. I really do. So I'm excited for everything that's coming up, and I'm going to double check to see what our next topic was,
We've
because
got a lot coming up. It's going to be great.
we do. We do.
Hmm.
Um so I don't know how much I can say about that. Who just added that? Was he some anonymous llama just added that?
I think
What's
Nettie.
going on?
The turf war.
Oh yeah, I added that. I figured you guys could talk on it before I forgot
Yeah,
about it.
I don't know how public it is yet.
I mean,
Yeah,
they did share the flyer in their Discord.
they did.
Yeah, and I was sent the flyer as well.
Is that for this weekend?
Correct.
Oh, you're talking about this weekend.
Yes, it's called the Turf War.
Oh, that one. I thought you was talking about the other one that we're going to be part of.
No.
Plug it. Yeah, go for it.
So, this weekend coming up at the Basilica on Saturday from 2 to 5 p.m., that's Saturday, September 7th, there is going to be what they call Turf Wars. It's a DJ battle. It is East Coast against the West Coast. As you can tell from how I emphasize on that, I think you know what side I'm for. Anyway, I'm going to be DJing in that. It's going to be the East Coast versus the West Coast. It's a team battle of 3 DJs per coast. So for the West Coast, they've got DJs Koala Bell, Rue Hoax, and Rance. Then over on the East Coast side of things, you have myself, DJ Netty, along with Scratch King Skeet Yeatley, repping for the East, with our third TBD. So, y'all are going to want to come and check that out. It's a 3-hour event, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Aren't they doing that? Like you're all like going like in 15-minute intervals?
Yeah. Each it's 2 DJs per hour. You both get 15-minute sets. Back and forth.
That's crazy.
And if I'm not mistaken, the judging is done entirely by the listeners in the crowd.
What time's that at again?
It starts at 2 p.m. SLT and it runs through till 5 p.m. SLT. It's a 3-hour battle.
Nice.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, it's all for the love of the music and the culture. Expect us to probably trash talk because, that's just part of what hip hop embodies when it comes to battles. But in all honesty, it's all love at the end of the day. It's gonna be
the
fun.
Basilica's got a lot of fun things that are going to be coming up. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm actually excited because they brought me on to help with some live music stuff. What I like about it is the Basilica is trying to do what we do, and that's include all the communities, and it's not just a Basilica thing. It's like teamwork. Like each, like you said, like with your turf war, you're not actually working with, a specific like one person. There's somebody assigned for each thing, and they're responsible for that, and they're people from all over the grid or different clubs or different venues, and that that's their area of priority and focus, and I'm super excited about that. And they're also going to be doing which I think the Vaughn fuckeries are going to be part of.
Those fuckers.
Those
aggressive.
fuckers. Yeah. We're going to be in some tribe war where it's a battle to the death, and the last man standing, their family gets victory, and it's the best family in all of SL.
Well, we clearly know it's not those fun fuckeries.
Didn't we already beat them once in like mini golf or something?
We did.
Didn't they kick our asses?
Well, they also brought like 30 people to R5.
Honestly, I don't even. No, I think we had some other people with us.
Yeah, we ended up lucking out because we had to pull Arya's stray cats out of the fucking kennel, and oh my god!
I actually don't remember who won. I think we lost track of score.
I don't think there was a score
lost.
being kept at one point. I think we just
No,
gave up.
Yeah,
actually, I think didn't Kingman probably be the one that like wrecked it for them? He came late and he just started shooting everywhere, not paying attention.
Yeah, Kingman was terrible at golf. Far better DJ than he is golfer. That's for damn sure.
Oh shoot! Now Kingman is a
God.
regular listener to our podcast, so yeah, shout out to Kingman.
And yes, we all won.
We decided we all won. Yeah.
We did all win. Like that's what we're saying when we say a sense of community.
Yep.
Arya has said this for years. I don't know why there's all this competition when there's like you can only have 100 people on a sim anyway. Like
Mhm.
shit, and there's how many million people? Or, well, there's at least 20,000 people logged in at SL at any given time. I mean,
Are numbers down to only 20,000 now?
I don't
I
think it's
don't know.
that
I'm just
low.
making shit up,
Yeah.
but
I think it's closer to
I'm making shit up, but
200,000.
that's still a big number
There's
though.
no way
For
there's 200,000 SLers on at any given time.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
maybe not.
no way.
I don't
I'm
think it's down to
thinking.
20 though either.
Even at its most popular, it was never at 200,000.
Yeah.
All right. So the last thing that we're gonna break up. So what kind of things do you do on SL to escape real life? Like, I think we all have said before, SL is an escape for real life, but what do we do on here to escape real life?
I'm
Because
pretty
I mean,
sure we just
I see
discussed
people
it as
coming on here
running a
getting
club.
pregnant. I see people coming on here getting pregnant, and that's not escaping RL to me. Taylana just said she takes pretty pictures, so she enjoys photography, and she's good at. She's good,
Another
but
thing
you know
about
what?
those
You're
fun
also good at
fuckeries, they're
building
not
shit.
exactly humble.
Not exactly humble. Did you just? Oh shit!
Yes, Kenzie adopts piggies. We're actually going tonight to adopt our first child together.
Are you gonna keep it here?
Probably.
Thank
Yes.
you.
As she put it, our child.
Is it gonna
I am
be
my
in the
GM.
house?
Yeah, it'll be in the house somewhere.
What are
Oh
you gonna
my
name
god!
it?
I don't know, but I'm sure
Who's
we'll come up
buying it though? Because I need your mod rights so that every once in a while I can bring him down below. Just when you guys are at home, I just bring him down below and let him run around for a little bit and babysit him because I think that'd be amazing.
I mean, being that the both of us are going to want to have ownership on it, well, she's going to be the main caregiver. That's without a doubt. Without a
So
doubt.
now you have to get 2 pigs.
Yeah, we're going to have to get 2 pigs easily. We're going to have to get twins. Oh,
You can name
Abby.
one of
Aunt,
them
A-
Jimmy
Aunt
Dean.
Abby.
Can you name it what?
Jimmy Dean.
Oh
brand
my
of
god.
sausage.
Jimmy Dean. Oh my
Oh,
god.
Jimmy Dean and bacon bits. Yes.
Oh my god. So I was thinking something like Notorious P.I.G.
Oh my god. What's the Spidey Pig? Homer
Spider
Simpson.
Pig. Yeah.
Yes, Spidey
Spider
Pig.
Pig. Spider Pig
Ah,
does whatever Spider Pig does.
I
Or something
love
like
that. I love that so
Twins.
much. My escape from RL is this in this very moment. Yeah, and Aaron's my escape from RL, but he's also my RL, so
Oh,
and
so cute.
That's a
Aria.
conundrum.
Say my escape from RL is the
she
Pixel
takes her
Swagger
plants
disco.
from her. She takes her plants beside her and reses them in world next to her.
Okay, to be fair, I had a plant obsession SL long before my plant obsession in real life.
It was bad.
It is
It was
bad.
so bad. It's really
It's
bad.
so bad. It's bad. But it's organized bad. It's bad.
Do you know what I noticed when I was at your sim there earlier today?
It's not done. I haven't
Why
done
the
anything in a
hell do
week.
you
I
have
took stuff
so
down.
many? Why do you have so many poses?
Oh, dude, that's not even the beginning of what I have.
I know
have
you've
so
got
fucking
like
many.
900 things res to put these poses on.
900 things. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just putting
Did you
stuff.
see how she caught herself? She's like, "Oh yeah."
You're talking about that back wall. You're not talking about all the new stuff. Yeah, no, it's bad. I started that project with Noah, I think a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. I don't really remember. Look, my plan is I want it to be a fully usable photo studio at some point with the reser that'll res out all of my backdrops that anybody can use.
Mm.
When that's gonna happen, I don't know. I feel like I've been talking about this for a year.
You said that a year ago.
That's what I said. I feel like it's been a year. It'll eventually happen. I've got to start on it now.
This all takes time. All right, everybody. So we're actually on time. We try to keep these at an hour every week. We appreciate all of you that have tuned in live on Facebook. Thank you. The edited, and by edited we just mean the voice quality. We don't cut anything out. It's as is. We just edit, or Aaron goes in and just fixes some of the quality. That'll be out on Friday, and we're gonna go back to this weekly. And next week's podcast, we're actually celebrating Nettie's birthday, and we invite all of you to come and be live with us. And thank you so much for being a part of our Pixel family. We love you all so much, and we really mean that. We really do. And
But wait, for Nettie's birthday, are we gonna still be doing the mini golf or the bowling or something?
yeah.
Yes, it's gonna be
Yeah.
so fun while we do the podcast.
That's gonna be a shit show of a mess. That's what
I
it's
know.
gonna be.
It's
Well,
gonna be
I want
great.
everybody to hear how Nettie golfs when he's like, "Fucking god damn it!"
Oh, for those of you that don't know, I'm highly competitive and I talk a lot of shit.
But especially when he sucks, he's very. It's not even the competitiveness; it's the fucking Jesus, fucking cocksucker.
Yeah, it gets really bad, like really bad. So don't expect the censors to be happy that night.
Oh my god, amazing! All right, good night, everybody. Bye.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye night.
Bye.